Hey you guys, it's Ani. Happy Friday. Today I'm going to be talking about this week's successes from my clients. There's kind of a trend this week, so stay tuned. I'll share with you. Maybe it'll resonate with you. Maybe you're going through that. Also, I'm going to be talking about why you haven't been able to maintain your manifestation, or why you've been getting hot and cold, or you've been getting bits and pieces, or you haven't even been getting any. Evidence, what the reason could be, and what you can do to change that in your manifestational journey. We're going to be talking about that this Friday, you guys. I intend this video is going to resonate with you. I intend you have an amazing Friday today and an amazing weekend going forward. I can't believe it's already like the end of October. Time flies, which is also a good thing, because where you're at is not final. Where you're at is not final. So if you're in a space where you feel like it's this never ending pause, or you're stuck or whatever, you're gonna get through it. We're gonna get through it. All right, you guys, get your drinks, get your snacks. Of course, I have like 5 bottles around me. But let's begin. You guys, this week, there was a trend in my clients. So many successes, like always, but this week's successes was manifesting a trip with a specific person. So many people, so many of my clients told me that they manifested, they finally got the trip they were looking for, or they finally planned one with their SP from all this time. And each one was different. One was in no contact, and then they got into contact, us working together, and finally a trip happened. It's never happened before. Another one was they were in contact. She was doing my Master Your Mind, Manifest Your SP course in between our sessions, and she manifested planning a trip, SP planning a trip, and them going. This was someone that was always like, no, I'm always busy. So if you haven't been feeling prioritized, if you haven't been feeling like you're chosen, this video is also for you. But one thing I want to share with you guys is this. If you're someone that feels like you always get bits and pieces or breadcrumbs, or you feel like your manifestation is almost going to happen, but then it doesn't, or the person's too busy, or the person always comes up with excuses, or if you haven't even seen evidence yet, one of the reasons, or the most important reason for you not having what it is that you want, or not maintaining the manifestation, is it has not become, the change has not changed on a subconscious level. It's still just a conscious level change. And a conscious level change versus a subconscious level change is different, because conscious levels feels more temporary. You haven't yet identified as it being dominant, as it being really true to how you identify or what you believe to be. So it's almost like it's trying to get there. That's why we say persist. That's why we say stay consistent, because when something is on a subconscious level with you, there's a belief on a subconscious level where you don't even have to think twice about it, or you don't even have blocks or triggers or worries about it. It's just second nature to you. These things come faster. So many people ask me this question. If I literally got $1 every time I was asked this question, I'll probably be a billionaire. Why do I get the things I don't care about? And why do I get the things I'm not like in a rush to get it? Why do I get those manifestations so fast? Or why do I get the little manifestations, right? There's no such thing as big or little, but the things that are not as important to you, or they're not as like on a pedestal for you, they seem more smaller, right, than the things that are really urgent, you're really obsessed with, right? Why do you get those things faster than the rest, than what you're really trying to manifest? That's because of the level of resistance you have. the level of resistance you have towards something that is not as important, the level of resistance is very low. It's kind of like almost on empty. It's on empty, so there's not much, you know, before getting to this. When your change is not on a subconscious level yet, it hasn't become dominant subconsciously, or the resistance is very high, right? Getting to what's down here, when there's a lot of stuff before it, the resistance, it feels like it's going to take longer. It feels like it's going to, it just prolongs the whole process. It feels harder. That's why the way I teach is a little different. We work on really, really removing that resistance, and we work on really getting the changes to become subconscious changes for you. So you don't have to constantly do techniques over and over again or affirm 20,000 times a day to get what it is that you want. It's an actual subconscious level change. When every time I say subconscious level change, imagine it's now coming natural to you, the thoughts. The beliefs, the thoughts, the assumptions come now naturally to you. So if you're someone that's not naturally feeling chosen or wanted or anything like that, subconscious level is a lot of not chosen stuff. A lot of, why would anyone choose me? Or there's probably someone else better out there than me. There's a lot of comparing. Maybe there's a lot of resentment within you on a subconscious level. I know, because I've been there. Raise your hand if you've been there. I've been there. So I know, until I didn't, a lot of things were repeating in my life. A lot of the patterns, a lot of the not chosen stuff from SP and other people, they kept coming up until I actually took it seriously and I changed it on a subconscious level. How do you change thoughts, beliefs, and assumptions on a subconscious level? EFT tapping is super effective to change things on that level, to release a lot of resistance, a lot of resentment, a lot of unwanted thoughts from coming up constantly. I actually came out with the EFT course recently for manifesting SP. Should be in the links in the description box down below. Sleep affirmation tapes help with that. Repetition of new thoughts, new assumptions, new beliefs throughout the day. Embodiment repeatedly helps a lot. There's a lot of different ways to get changes on a subconscious level. But what a lot of people do, and this is why if you want a lot of money, or if you want a lot of like passive income, or working less, getting paid more, or you actually want commitment and you're not getting it, this is the reason why. It's because you truly don't find those thoughts and assumptions and beliefs easier as you do other things. It's more of a, you feel like you got to do so much work probably throughout the day and it doesn't come natural, but it's not your fault. It's just you didn't know when you were coming up with these thoughts, beliefs, and assumptions. You didn't know what to do and how to make them actual beliefs. Now, as you're learning to do that, it takes some time. So you also need some patience when it comes to changing your reality and changing your thoughts and assumptions, because your brain at first doesn't take the change nicely. It resists it, because it's like, imagine you do something in one way all your life, and then now you're introducing a different way of doing things. Your body and mind don't feel safe. Even if what you were doing before wasn't even desired and it didn't even feel comfortable, what you were doing before, still a new way of doing it or a new subconscious reprogramming is still going to feel very unfamiliar to you. That's why you need to be kind to yourself. You need to work on your nervous system regulation. I can't stress that enough. I get a lot of people coming to me, a lot of clients come to me with a dysregulated nervous system, and they're trying so hard to get results, and they're not getting it for a very long time, and they don't know why. They're doing a lot of affirmations. They're doing like the everything 55 by 5 method. I don't know, they're forcing visualizations, they're forcing daydreams, they're forcing stuff on them, and they're the whole time they're nervous and they're battling themselves within all day, trying. Even just today, I had a client. She's like, I've done everything. I've seen every coach. I've done everything. Morning, afternoon, evening, in between, no breaks, nothing. And I still, everything's getting worse. And that's because you're trying to make a subconscious level change while you're conscious and while you're anxious. And you're just going to meet a lot of resistance that way. You're just going to prolong your journey so much. You're doing yourself a disservice. You're exhausting yourself. Notice things that come to you. Notice manifestations that come. And the fast ones. Were you thinking about receiving it in that moment when it came? No. You guys, I have a sty on my eye. I manifested a sty on my eye, by the way. If you focus on something long enough, you'll get it. I manifested a sty on my eye, and like this eye looks so much smaller than the other one, and I can't stop noticing it. But if you were a client this week, you know the story. But yeah. So how do we fix this? How do we finally get you the commitment? How do we finally get you those deep, big changes to feel like everything else that comes easily to you, right? Number one, you need to understand you have to change the way you are right now and the way you react to things. If you continue to react the same way to everything like you have been, your results will stay the same like they have been. A self-reflection is necessary when it comes to this. What is self-reflection? So I'm giving you actual homework, and I want you to do this weekend. Reflect on what are the triggers coming up within you. How are you reacting to them? What are they? And what's the pattern you see in the last few weeks, last few months, last few years with your reactions and with your triggers? There's a lot of information there that gives you a whole lot of answers. You've been reacting to people not choosing you, or for example, I'll give you an example. Perspective change is necessary. When I was manifesting my SP, my specific person used to be super, super, super busy. And I created them that way. Running around doing stuff, business, multiple businesses, running around like they don't have time to talk because they have to pick up the business calls. They have to pick up, oh, what do we do here? What do we sign here? Employees are asking questions left and right, right? I created that person to be super busy because I noticed a little bit of it, right? And I always say this in every video. You may not be walking around feeling not chosen and not prioritized your whole life. That may not be happening. And you may be asking, well, how the heck did I manifest this when I'm not doing that, right? It's not only you walking around not feeling worthy, not feeling prioritized, not feeling chosen. It's not just that manifests. What can manifest is you experience a little bit of something from someone, and you take that experience and you think about it, you focus on it. Wow, I was just on the phone with them. They were so busy. They didn't even have time to talk to me. Oh my God, like this is going to be super hard if they're always going to be this busy, right? And then you take it in, you take it in, you take it in, and it becomes a belief. Oh, this person is just like that, right? They're just like that. I can't work through it. Like I got to work around their busyness. Right there, you just created a story that doesn't work in your favor, but because it feels so real, because you just experienced it, your brain takes that information in, and now on a subconscious level, it's a belief because you just saw it, you just felt it, you just heard it, and now it's a belief. This is how we create stories. This is how we create people to not choose us, to be busy for us, just by something as simple as that, because you're not conscious of what you're doing in that moment. And now that you know that something like this simple can create a story, if you now understand what I'm saying, look back. You probably created a story like this with whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. Not just busy, but even if I remember one time I noticed SP talking about how much of a Casanova they are. Like they can get SP's a little older than me, a little bit more experience. And I remember when I didn't know about manifestation and when I didn't know about any of this, I remember like when I reverse engineer, they would talk about relationships and women like they were like the love doctor. Okay, SP used to present himself like that, like he's a love doctor. He can fix anything, he can get anything, anyone, right? That information I would take in and I would be like, oh, well, they're very confident. I can see it because I've seen them around with other people before them knowing me, you know, I knew about this person. And now I have assumptions about them, especially when they present themselves so confident and I'm intimidated. I'm becoming insecure. Like, I don't know I can change the story. I don't know I can manifest what it is I want. I'm taking in a story that doesn't serve me and I'm making it real. And your brain doesn't give a heck, doesn't give a crap if what you're saying to it is real or fake. Your subconscious mind doesn't care. Your subconscious mind is not here judging you, and it's not here worried about what if what Ani is saying is right? What if what Ani is saying is wrong? Subconscious mind doesn't care about that. Subconscious mind is like, you feed me, I'll regurgitate it out in your 3D. So you better be careful what you feed me. And you got to self-reflect, because sometimes what you're listening to and what you're taking in feels so natural. You don't think in that moment, oh, I need to change this story right now. This isn't serving me. You don't think that way because you're human. You haven't thought that way probably for the first 10, 15, 20 years of your life. If you're a younger person watching this, good job. Start young. Start as young as you can. But what you take in creates your reality. I don't listen to songs anymore that degrade anyone. I don't listen to, well, sometimes when my gangster side comes out, I know better not to take it in. But when I'm busy, when I'm doing stuff, when I'm cleaning the house, when I'm cooking, I make sure what is on in the background, because I know my subconscious mind is listening. I make sure that it's not about people cheating on other people, people being unfaithful, people killing each other. I'm not, those stories are not welcome in my reality, and I'm not trying to feed my subconscious mind that so it regurgitates out into the universe so I see more of it, right? There's I want to actually put on a video the other day on I saved this video for you guys in it was on my feed, but it's similar to what I'm saying right now. Let me just get it for you. Where are you? Okay. I think it's this one. Hold on.
I only listen to hip hop in the car. I listen to rock and roll and other things, live instrumentation. I don't want to hear about the things I've been trying to escape. It's traumatizing me because it makes me visualize things that are not positive. And that's when you start to actually feel not positive. And that's when things start to realize themselves not positive. The visual is a very important power that we don't understand. Things happen in dimension for me, levels. I have to think about it first clearly. Then I have to put it on paper. Then I have to make it happen. If what I'm visualizing is a negative, then that's the next level is going to be negative. I can't have anything distracting me from a true.
It cut off the video. Stop there. I don't know how well this is going to record or if you guys heard it well, but I believe it was a producer, a music producer, a very successful one, and he knows what's up. He cracked the code on this, and he's literally like, I'm not going to take in what I don't want to experience out there, pretty much, is the summary of what he was saying. I'm not going to take that in. Only taking in what's positive, only taking in what I want my mind to project out into the universe. That's my translation. But the same thing goes with not only what is around in your environment and what you're listening to and what you're watching, but the same thing goes with what you're assuming about your specific person. When I say what you're assuming about your specific person, I mean even the things you've already seen from them that feel so real, even the things you've already heard from them that feel so real, even the posts you've already seen with them and the third party that feels and looks so real is changeable. How do I know this? 100%. How do I know this in such a confident way? Is because I've done it. I've changed it. I've been in very, very crappy circumstances and I've changed all of that. Was I strong throughout the whole process? No, I was not. I had very, very breakdown moments, very, very weak moments, very, very tough moments, crying myself to sleep at night sometimes. My next point to you is, while you're going through any of this, that's completely normal. You're human. It's okay for you to have days and nights like that. But we come back to self-reflection the moment you realize what you're doing. Be smart about this. A little bit of tough love. You guys, last Friday's video, I was like, I'm going to be tough love. I'm going to be tough love. I still wasn't able to be actual tough love as I am in real life with close people. And I don't know, like, I feel like I don't know why it comes like difficult for me to do it on video, but I could be so freaking tough. But my point is this: you need to be smart when it comes to you creating your reality. Emotions come up. Emotions will always come up. That's a given. Why? You need the emotions to come up. You can't be emotionless and create desires. You need the contrast. You need the freaking contrast. Be proud of the emotions. I remember when I first my SP would always be like, oh my God, you're so sensitive and your emotions, so much emotion, so sensitive. That was when I was ashamed of being so sensitive. And he was pushing out like, oh, you're so sensitive, as if it was a bad thing. The moment I started loving my sensitivity because I understood why I need to be sensitive, why I need to have emotions, because it's measuring where I'm at internally and it's measuring what I'm about to see externally project out to me, that person's perspective changed because my person's perspective changed. Now, my emotions and sensitivity is worshipped. You need it, but be smart about it. Use it as a tool. Nothing else. Your emotions and sensitivity is there to communicate with you. What's going on in your environment, how it's making you feel. Do I need to step out of this environment into a new one? Do I need to step out of this thought process into a new one? Am I being triggered? I need to step out of this thought process and into a understanding one. Observe the trigger, step out of the thought process into a more desirable one. Be smart. You wouldn't be wavering on decisions when it comes to signing contracts and making big business moves, correct? You wouldn't be doing that with money, correct? Why is your relationship, why is SP any different? Still need smart decision making, still need attention. A lot of us, a lot of us, like me, would get into spirals. And what would happen is, because I was so used to, I can't change this person, I can't manifest them being better, nicer, choosing me, putting me on a pedestal. I have to find other ways to convince them, right? My social media posts have to be the hottest. I have to show this person I can cook. I'm the best chef ever. I'm the prettiest. I'm this. I'm that. I'm the healthiest. I work out. I used to think that way. Everything external from me, I had to change because I had no power otherwise. It's all BS. Everything external. Manipulating the situation. It's all BS. Everything is internal. You're walking with the knowledge. You're walking with the hidden mystery, the hidden secret. It's all in here. Changes need to be made on a subconscious level. Start listening to sleep affirmation tapes. Start doing EFT tapping. Start embodying things. You like to script? Do inner conversations. You like to visualize? Do inner conversations. You like to visualize scenes? Visualize scenes. You want to get an apology from someone, but all you can think about is the problem and not the solution. Where's your perspective change? Where's your perspective change? You get it? Get what I mean? Everything is neutral. Everything is neutral in this reality. We are just bodies. Our souls are inside of us. Our souls are sacred. The body is temporary. You're in a temporary physical realm. You're in a temporary physical simulation. Okay? In this simulation, everything is neutral. In this simulation, thought transmissions are happening to teach every other character in your simulation how to approach you and how to behave towards you and what to say and what to give you and what to take away from you. Your thought transmission is giving all the characters in your simulation that role. Hey, you specific person, here's the story I have come up with from the information I've seen so far from you. Here's the story. So boom, thought transmission. This is how you're going to show up in my reality. A lot of it's going to be negative because I don't know that I'm creating it. But now you know you're creating it. So now it changes. A lot of us that are lucky and have great families, or even if it doesn't even matter, like you see, like, for example, there are some people in your life that you just feel unconditional love from them. It doesn't matter if it's a parent, brother, sister, friend, whatever, animal, right? You just identified with unconditional love with them from the get-go. You never change the story. Every time you think of them, it's unconditional love. Every time you see them, it's unconditional love. We all have those people, right? Why aren't those people showing up in a bad way? Because you never changed the story. You went with the story and you stuck with the story, and the story keeps repeating itself until you change it. Same way is with specific person, but with specific person, you might have had a weird story from the beginning. Same thing with money. Money is energy too. It doesn't necessarily have to be people. It's all energy at the end of the day. It's all energy. And you're sending each energy, each body, each thing, each frequency a role to play. So if this makes sense, you guys comment down below. If you are someone that's been looking to get a session with me, a lot of people from the wait list have been manifesting last minute ones, which I'm so proud of you. So you're already manifesting you're already using your manifestational power and you're getting a hang of it. I have been booked up. I'm always booked up, unfortunately, for the one-on-one sessions, but wait list, a lot of people manifest it really quick. But that's why also so many people do my courses and they get so much success. I try to share success stories every day in our community posts on YouTube, on our Instagram, on Facebook. Everything you see is actual client comments and emails, actual ones that they send in from course success, from one-on-one session successes. And if you guys have been focusing on or thinking about actually investing in yourself to get guided help, go for it. Go for it. It's so underestimated, I feel. It's not about a sale, you guys. It's not about a sale. It's not about selling something. It's honestly, some of us need the extra help. I used to be someone that, no, I can do it all on my own. That's how I used to be. I could do it all on my own. I don't need anything. I don't need a course. I don't need this. I don't need that. That was my ego, though. Because in anything, in business, in anything, personal life, coaching is so good. Talking to someone, getting custom help per your circumstances is so helpful. I don't know, but it's up to you. No pressure. Like, you know how many people just watch my free YouTube videos and get success? They send in success stories just from watching these videos. But if you've been really ready for a change and you're sick and tired of the same old thing happening with either the same person or a new person, because it could happen. I get clients that are like, Ani, I didn't want to recreate the first 2 SPs because it was just too hard, but now I have a new SP and the same thing's happening with the new SP. That's because you never made the subconscious level change. You've been doing everything from surface level and not going to the root causes. And root causes, once they're dealt with, they will not come up anymore. If you get rid of the actual root of something that's causing pain, causing no change, causing a disservice to you, if you actually get to the root of it and clear it up finally, it's a win-win. It's a win-win. You guys, I intend this video helped you. If it did, comment down below. I love you guys so much. I appreciate your positive comments so much. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for sending in all your success stories. I have so many success stories to share. I am backed up because every day I get a success story emailed in. I'm trying to share them all with you in the post. I'm trying to share them all on the YouTube. But sometimes there's messages like this that resonate that I just feel like I need to share this message. So if it resonated, comment down below. And if you are interested in my new EFT tapping course, links in the description box. If you're interested in the Manifest Money, Remove the Third Party, Master Your Mind, Manifest Your SP course, it's all going to be in the links in the description box. If you need any help, email us, you guys. And I intend this video helped. I intend you have a beautiful, beautiful weekend. I'm going to leave you off with some affirmations. Take a deep breath in and repeat after me. I'm going to have a very miraculous weekend this weekend. I am ready and open to receiving any desire coming my way in any second. anything can happen to me in any second in a favored way. I'm open to it. It's my birthright. Luxury is my birthright. Money coming to me with least amount of effort is my birthright. My specific person choosing me is my birthright. The reason I have these desires is because I can actually experience the desires. Universe wouldn't dangle a carrot in front of me and just play with me. Everything's neutral. You don't have to say the carrot part in an affirmation, but it's true. You wouldn't just be teased or played with and you not be able to experience that reality. And I also want you to end this video with, I can get through any circumstance. I can feel comfortable in my reality as I manifest the desired reality. I accept my current circumstances and I accept my current reality because I know it's only going to get better from here. My life is only going to get better. My life is only going to progress from here on out. Even if it seems like it's baby steps, it's going to be huge, miraculous changes. Okay? I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.